What's up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are checking out the latest headline news happening right now in the gaming and tech world. On the front page of VGN, I've got a story posted up that has stirred up a lot of controversy. A lot of attention has been brought to it over the course of the last few hours and days. Now, this controversy actually surrounds the game Modern Warfare 2. Now, yeah, I said it, Modern Warfare 2, not Modern Warfare 3, not Black Ops 2. Yes, the several-year-old game MW2. So what could possibly be going on that could cause such a big controversy? Well, let me back up and give you the timeline. On October the 2nd, there was a video posted up by a gentleman who claims to represent the Islamic world. He posted up a video called Message to Infinity Ward from Muslims. In the video, he goes to the map Favela, which is a multiplayer map on MW2, pretty popular map, and he goes into the bathroom. In the bathroom, there are two paintings. Both paintings have frames around them which have Arabic writing. And so as I'm reading the story, I'm like, oh God, what did they write in Arabic that is so bad and you know, demonizing and all that other stuff to the Islamic world? So I'm reading the story and I'm reading the headline, and here's what the text in Arabic actually says. It says, quote, Allah is beautiful and he loves beauty, end quote. That's it. No negative connotation there. It sounds like it's a pretty good quote, and doesn't seem like it's disrespectful at all to the Muslim God. Well, the problem is not with the quote itself. It's not with the painting, apparently. It's because the painting is hung in the bathroom. This, let me remind you, pixelated bathroom in this pixelated world. But the painting hangs above a toilet, and so apparently in the Muslim religion, you don't hang anything religious in the bathroom, which I will admit, I don't claim to be a scholar on any religion really, but the Muslim religion, I didn't know that. I know primarily Christian people, so I've been in a lot of Christian homes. They tend to have religious artifacts and scriptures and pictures of crosses and Jesus all over their house, including the bathroom. And I always wondered the same thing. Why would you put it in the bathroom? But I guess it's because that's the place that you go to several times a day, so you get a little reminded of how you should be living your life. Well, okay, well that's the Christians, but the Muslims, they don't believe in hanging anything dealing with religion in the bathroom. I guess because it's a filthy place. All right, so this guy, he posts up this video, and he basically tells Infinity Ward that they need to fix this issue or face the consequences. And in this particular case, the consequences would be a boycott of future Infinity Ward products. So Activision actually responded to this video. They put out a letter of apology. It says, "We apologize to anyone who found this image offensive. Please be assured we were unaware of the issue and there was no intent to offend. We are working quickly as possible to remove this image and any other similar ones that we may find in our game library." So what Infinity Ward actually did was they took down the map Favela. It's removed. You can't play it on multiplayer. Now, if you go into a private match, you can still play the game. So you can go in there and look and see what all this controversy is actually about. But anyway, so they decided to remove the map and to patch it. All right, so that's where we stand right now. The guy made the video, he posted it up, he made all these demands, and Activision responded by basically giving in and taking down the map and patching it. So now that we've got the news out of the way, let me give you my whole opinion and thoughts on this whole situation. One, let's begin with the video posted up, a message to Infinity Ward from Muslims from this guy. I don't think the way the guy went about creating the video was all that honest, in my humble opinion. For one, he goes off by starting off by saying that Infinity Ward has insulted him, his religion, his God, and so forth. And he acts as if they did it on purpose by putting this painting in the bathroom. And throughout the whole video, he's just showing this picture hanging above the toilet, which I admit, hearing him talk about it, watching the video, it looks kind of bad. He even walks right outside the bathroom and shows another painting on the wall which doesn't have this text, which kind of gives the person the idea that in this whole entire game, Infinity Ward decided to put this reference to Allah right in the bathroom above the toilet, and it appears nowhere else in the game. But as I was going through here, as I was researching, trying to get information for this video, I was watching another video where somebody else was making a reply to it, and they were actually showing other gameplay. And they walked out of the bathroom and walked right across the room and looked at the other wall, and here's this same exact painting with the same exact reference. So the point being, developers are lazy. And if you've played any multiplayer maps, then you know they're lazy. They copy and paste a lot of stuff. In many games, in several different multiplayer levels or whatever, you'll see the same picture in different places. You'll see the same house or building in a different level or map or whatever. So they just copy and paste stuff. They design it, they build it, they pop it in, and then they pop it in a few other places so it looks like the whole level is complete and busy. And so unless you're really just paying attention to this stuff, you don't tend to realize that. So this guy acts as though this painting is just in the bathroom, and it's not. So to assume that they were trying to insult the Muslim religion on purpose by placing it right here is just a little dishonest, in my opinion, because it appears in several different other locations. Again, it's almost like he's insinuating that they did it on purpose, knowing that this would offend Muslims. But I told you earlier, I have been into tons of Christian homes where I see this stuff in bathrooms and everywhere else, so why would I automatically assume that, oh, okay, it's okay for Christians, but it's not okay for Muslims? Most people aren't scholars on the Muslim religion, so they don't know all these things. So if they might have offended you, but I highly doubt that they were well aware of it. Secondly, let's look at the demands. He wanted the painting patched. Okay, so he's getting that. Activision's doing that. And then he says he wants an apology written on their website, on their Twitter, on their Facebook, on their YouTube page. He goes through all these places that Activision has to go through and make this apology well known so that they don't meet the consequences of these people's boycott. Well, let me ask you something. You've already heard Activision's response. They're taking the time and energy and money, because let's be honest, this costs money to do this, to patch the painting. So you're getting that patched, but if they don't give you a tweet, are you going to be upset and still boycott them if they don't tweet out to you, hey, I'm sorry? Like, give me a break. You can make all these demands, but I think it's a little ridiculous. And so anyway, that's my problem with the whole gist of the video created. My other issue is with Activision or Infinity Ward's response as well. Now, if they want to apologize, fine. They have a business to run. They have a lot of consumers of all different races, religions. If they don't want to offend anybody, I can completely understand that. I can completely understand them saying, hey, I didn't realize this was offensive, so let's go in here and patch it and take it down. But I would have patched the game, fixed the painting, and then, put out the statement of apology or whatever, or let them know that I was doing it. But because they removed the map from the rotation and it's no longer able to be played upon, they actually just brought a million times more attention to this, because now people who would have otherwise not known there was an issue even at hand, they were still playing their games, whatever, they're oblivious to what's going on. Now they get onto the map rotation, they're trying to play their favorite map, Favela, and now they can't. And now they're looking to say, hey, what's going on? So then they get online and they see this whole big controversy. So because Activision decided to remove the entire map from the rotation, it actually just brought a ton more attention and controversy to the whole subject. A controversy that shouldn't have been near as big as what it actually was. So I think it could have been handled in a little bit different light, in a little bit different manner, that everybody would have been appealed, everybody would have been happy with the outcome. The Muslims would have got the painting patched, the players still could play on their favorite map, and everything would be hunky-dory, and we would go on next week and never hear about this problem. A lot of people, I was reading a lot of comments about the story, and so many people were jumping on the Muslims for this, saying, hey, if it was any other religion, then this would not be going on. But if you're going to make that kind of statement, be ready to back it up with facts. And the facts are that this isn't the first time that controversy has been brought up about a video game from any group or any person that has been addressed. Okay, so look, for instance, at Hitman Absolution. They have a game coming up later this year. They recently posted out a trailer showing scantily clad nuns who take off their robes, and they've got machine guns just mowing down people. Well, the Christians weren't very happy about that. There was a huge outrage and negative reaction to this trailer, so the Hitman developers actually had to go back in, they said, and redesign this level and edited it because of that negative reaction to this. So it's not just the Muslims, it's not just the Christians, and it's not just people of religious faith. I mean, there's been all kinds of controversies that have been brought up. Take, for instance, Medal of Honor. With the last Medal of Honor, remember that Fox News and everybody got all upset because they were going to call the enemy team the Taliban. So in multiplayer, it would be Americans versus the Taliban. They got all upset over that, saying, hey, you're going to play a game where people are killing U.S. troops. Like, come on, let's be real. Some people are just too freaking sensitive. But if game companies, as business people, if they want to go in there and try to appeal to those people, I totally respect that. I understand it completely. I would not want to turn away my Muslim base from my videos. I have a lot of people of all religions watch my videos. I don't want to offend those. I don't want to offend Christians. I don't want to offend anybody. I want you to come and try to have or hear an honest debate from me talking about different subjects, and we can talk about it civilized. But I hope nobody's feelings are hurt, and I won't definitely be overly sensitive to anything that's said to me. But either way, this stuff does occur. This is the world we live in. Post below, let me know in the comment section what you think about this whole ordeal. Is it a bigger controversy than what it should be? Do you feel Activision made the right decisions, or do you think, kind of like me, that it could have been done in a different way? What do you think about this whole ordeal? Post below in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Also, give me a like. I would appreciate that as well. And of course, your subscription is always appreciated to get more of the latest headline news and interesting story that's going on. So that does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.